Welcome back, dear viewers. You're still watching The Breakfast Show live on Nile TV International and continuing our episode for today. And as we noted earlier in the introduction, we're going to be talking about a very important and interesting topic, the flight of the Holy Family into Egypt. And most recently, the first stop of Egypt's Holy Family Route project was inaugurated in the Delta town of Samanud this week. And to shed more light on this topic, we're most delighted to be joined over the phone by Dr. Adel, the Director of the International Relations and Strategic Planning and the National Coordinator for the project of the Holy Family. A very good morning, Doctor, and thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning and Merry Christmas for all of Egypt, and I wish all of Egypt a very good life and secured life, inshallah.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's to you too, sir. Well, first of all, sir, we need to know or learn more about Matthew's Gospel account.
We talked more about the journey of the Holy Family to Egypt, and at Matthew Gospel, this said clearly, take the young child and his mothers and flee to Egypt, where Herodes, that Jewish king, aggressive Jewish king, seeks to kill the child. So they leave Bethlehem and then flee to Egypt and pass by 25 stop points, entered the country from the northeast side at Rafah, and then continue in each part of Egypt, starting by El Delta and Cairo, historic Cairo, and then to western desert at Wadi Nutron, and continue until they arrive to mid of Egypt at Asyut and El Mania. So they stay more than 3 years and a half in Egypt, bus by 25 stop points, and you will find many relics where they pass by these points, water springs explored, and many miracles along this path. So the story is an adventurous story. They flee to Egypt on a donkey, and then they hide in a caves, escaped in the western desert, and this is the meaning of that story. We are translating this religious story into tourist product. And as we say each time, we say continuously that Egypt are present, the fourth present to the international community. We are presenting this project as a gift for the humanity.
Dr. Adel, if you can tell us also more about the recent developments regarding the revival of the path of the Holy Family in Egypt and the renovation of the surrounding areas.
As we promised, we will accomplish all the 25 stop points by the upcoming Christmas, which we are living in now. Within January, within this month, we will accomplish all the 25 stop points. The first stop points have been accomplished already is Samanud, as you mentioned before, in Gharbeya Governorate. This is completely finished, and it is opened by the Minister of Tourism and Antiquities, accompanied with the Minister of Local Development and all the churches, the head of the churches at Samanud in Gharbeya. So it was the first stop point, accomplished 100%. This will be the model or the avant-projet to be replicated in different stop points already will be accomplished within this month. So we paved the road, the entrance of the churches, and we adopted the unplanned market along the streets, proceeding to the churches, and we finished the signposts and information signposts and some banners tell us the story of the church, and traffic signposts also at the entrance of that whole area when you come from the agricultural road, Cairo El Mansoura. A square is developed already at the end of the corridor that's leading to the church, and we make some beautification features. Landscape items already have been refurbished, and the icons of the Holy Family and the logo, by the way, we designed the logo in cooperation with the church. You will find the logo anywhere. When you enter the zone of the church, you will find the logo on the gates and the palm trees to match the religious stories, and you will find retains, some metal retains to adopt or separate the vehicle movement away of the walkers, of the pedestrian walkers. So we completely finished this area, and it will be a model to be replicated to different areas along the trail.
Dr. Adel, very briefly, if you can, tell us what would be, in your opinion, the direct ramifications or repercussions of refurbishing and renovating the 25 stops on the tourism or the religious tourism, to be specific?
Yes, common features will be replicated when you visit any site of the Holy Family sites. Firstly, you will find the logo of the project. That logo is an image with the Holy Family, which is Jesus and Mary the Virgin and Joseph. On the background of this image, you will find the three pyramids that reflect that this trip happened in Egypt. And on under this image, at the bottom, you will find the Nile, an indication for the Nile. So the logo will be found in any site you visit. The common factors also is the palm trees, fruitful palm trees on the two sides, gates in each side. We designed a gate or some arch. When you enter this, when you enter the arch, you will walk about 800 meters, maximum 1 kilometer. You can copycat the religious story and walk until you arrive to the historic site. And also signposts. You will find the traffic signpost leads you from the enter of the city itself up to the historical place. And information signposts also will be allocated in each stop point that tells the story of the site, the location of the site along the whole trail of Egypt in Arabic and English, of course. And the common factor of the beautification or renovation will be the tourist toilet. It's very important. Toilet present already now on all the stop points to give an indication that Egypt are interested in their visitors, in particularly that the visitor for this tourist product will be elders and disabled. So we have to provide toilets whenever we visit. So commonly, this is the features or the common items of the landscape and refurbishments. Some churches and some monasteries, by the way, the Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities already make reservation processes, and we renovate most of these churches and monasteries. And the monastery of Samanod we opened already have been renovated by the Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities. And the monastery of Wadi Nutron also renovated by the Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities in cooperation with that Egyptian church itself.
Yes, very ambitious project, Dr. Adel, and we look forward to witnessing the inauguration or the official opening of the 25 stops, and we'll be covering that, of course, on Nile TV International. Dear viewers, by this we wrap up today's episode of The Breakfast Show on Nile TV International. Just a quick recap of what we discussed. We talked about President Fattah al-Sisi's inauguration of the exhibition of the conversion of vehicles to natural gas, and we also talked about the flight of the Holy Family to Egypt. Dear viewers, you're in the company of myself, Karim Gamaluddin, and my dear colleague Amal Mukhtar. Until we meet again, this is goodbye.